So the second person that I want us to look at tonight is Pontius Pilate. He was a governor of sorts. He had one job, his primary job, keep the peace. John's gospel records that Pilate saw no guilt in Jesus and no reason to condemn him to death. And yet he did. Why? Because he wavered when the crowd got stirred up and they actually threatened to dime on him to Caesar. John's gospel records it like this in John 19 and verse 12. From then on, Pilate tried to set Jesus free, but the Jews kept shouting, "If you let this man go, you are no friend of Caesar. Anyone who claims to be a king opposes Caesar." Now here's the irony, Al. These people hated Rome. These people hated Caesar. They hated the Roman Empire. They were looking for a conquering king Messiah to overthrow Rome, to set the Jewish people free, and to restore Israel and Jerusalem as the epicenter of all things life, economy, and worship. They hated Rome, but they hated Jesus more. They were willing to align themselves with the very people they hated. So how does Pilate handle this? I mean, such a report accompanied by a riot would cost him his job. Pilate caved in. And why did he cave in? Because he was a weak politician. He cared more about himself than he did the innocence of this man Jesus. He compromised what he knew was right to please the crowd. Sometimes we are all put in positions where standing up for righteousness, for holiness, standing up for what is right goes against the crowd. There are times when doing the right thing will cost us. They'll cost us with the culture. They'll cost us in the workplace. They'll cost us with our friends. And sometimes doing what is right will cost us even with our own family. Do we have anybody here that can testify that you've had family members that you're estranged from because you're serving Jesus? We need to commit to ourselves to honor God by doing what is right and not what will, quote, satisfy the crowd. And how many know that's easier said than done? If you want to call me a nerd, call me a nerd. If you want to call me a weirdo, call me a weirdo. Whatever you want to call me, it's fine. As long as Jesus calls me son. As long as Jesus calls me daughter, I'm okay with whatever you call me. I am not about satisfying the crowd.